Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
And welcome to the S4 Bunker here on
The S4?
S4 on February 22nd. Throw me under a bus, Toto. Here live in the Cascade Mountains in Concrete, Washington. Oh, God. And tonight we're talking flying creatures. So we'll be talking about fairies and dragons and Mothman. Oh, my. What else? We got phoenixes.
Megalodon.
We got
Kegs.
King Ghidorah. Oh, the flying kegs! Oh my God! Yes, the flying kegs in Texas.
Did you guys hear about this?
Shit.
No.
So this actually made mainstream news.
Yeah.
So the scientists at the University of Dallas, Texas, were asked by NASA how big the meteor was that hit there this week. That hit in Texas, and they were told about the size of 7 kegs.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know
Random,
meteors
but
were that light, actually.
That was the answer they gave.
7 kegs.
Yeah, 7 beer kegs.
Okay.
You welcome.
That's our new
We all gave
measurement
the same
system.
kind of,
Okay.
huh?
It doesn't matter what
That's
part of
it.
fucking Texas you're from, apparently you are a redneck.
Well, I can attest.
7
to
kegs
that.
wide.
So, although it is Dallas, that's technically South Oklahoma. So
Okay, explain that. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
okay. It's
nobody-
the only picture I can get for flying kegs because the stupid gift thing put down flying legs. And it's flying folks.
If something the size of 7 kegs actually hit the ground, that would leave a hell of a big hole.
Yeah. Yeah,
Has anybody seen the hole? Ba-dum-pa.
I didn't see no holes.
they had a picture of it. It was deserty, so, like, you can't, like, it didn't look deep, but it looked wide.
Oh, that's a song. Deep
Friend.
and wide. Deep and, yeah.
I think I know her sister.
Yeah. No, it, it was probably around 20 to 30 feet wide where it finally stopped the punctuation of land, if you know what I mean. But it didn't look like where you saw them standing inside. It didn't actually look that deep.
So, like I was asking before the show, where's the next one coming? Is this an anomaly, or are we having an asteroid belt coming this way?
Well, yeah, because I don't know. Because what if this was just material that is more resistant to heat temperature, so it didn't burn up?
Hey, wait, man, that's what we shot down. It just took a while to come down.
No, that landed in Japan. Didn't you hear?
Huh?
Didn't you hear that landed on the beach in Japan?
It's okay.
There's
It was only a
spherical
Starlink.
object landed there, and they still haven't figured out what it is, but the bomb squad is currently still there dealing with it because they think it might
Good morning, boy.
Okay.
It's a buoy, man.
Did they say
God.
that?
I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
Well, then how the fuck do you know?
I know everything, man. That's why I'm on here.
Yeah.
I don't think EOD would be there for a buoy, though.
Well,
You never know.
Well,
technically they were there for a balloon at Area 51. So.
what they were thinking it has a possibility of being is an old mine. A sea mine? Because it washed up on shore.
Oh,
and they
Yeah,
think
you
that,
got to. You have to be careful. A big round thing comes out of the ocean, but you know.
fuck yeah.
But you were got spikes.
Poke it with a stick until it explodes.
No, we had one that they used to do that, but yeah. Hey,
They had
Private.
the new guy run up and hit it with a stick.
Uh-huh. Hey, Private, give me your weapon. Now run up and poke it. Okay, Sergeant. Yeah.
They
Poke it
could
with a
just,
pointy
you know,
stick.
send a bunch of gerbils after it.
Guinea pigs.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Flying guinea pigs tonight.
Yeah.
There would
Okay.
be some people in Alaska that would be so upset about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
That's-
crap.
That's still kind of a hot topic right now. Oh, anyway. So, who's covering Mothman tonight?
We were supposed to pick one to cover?
Yeah.
That's not what you said. You said just
yeah,
pick a
you're
bunch of
hungry.
cryptids, man, that fly. And then we'll talk about them.
I guess if you want to hear about Mothman, just go watch the movie.
That's a terrible
Actually-
movie.
The first one or the second one?
Is
There's
there a
two.
second one?
Yeah.
Yes.
When did the second
It,
one
it's
come
not.
out?
It does not have Richard Gere in it. I can promise you that. It
No.
is. It's Asylum grade. I think. Yeah, they must have made it because it's that bad.
Is Mothman at least in it?
So it's like the
Right.
difference between like the original Tremors and like Tremors 3.
Well, that's the thing, you know.
Or
so,
Tremors 5 probably.
You're right.
So
Tremors
Yeah.
10.
You know, the original Tremors was set to film on the ranch that I used to live on. They came out, the location scouts came out and they said, this would be great for the little town. And then but they came out in December when it was all desert. They showed up to shoot in about March, April, and there was alfalfa everywhere. And they went, you can't do this. Where was all this green stuff come from? So they went about a mile down the road and built the town of perfection.
In what state?
It's just outside of Olancha, California.
Oh, cool.
I was just south of where I lived. They'd drive by my place every day to go out and film.
Cool.
I don't actually even know where that was filmed.
What?
Tremors.
It's
California.
outside of Olancha, California. You know where Lone
actually
Pine
did,
is?
they did film there?
Yes.
Okay. I
They were
thought you
going
said they were
to
going to
film on the place I was living. They went a mile down the road and built that little town that the graboids attacked.
Fuck, no wonder filmmaking's so expensive here.
Right? They build towns.
Yeah.
And then they destroy them.
Huh.
Fuckers.
Aaron, you know the scene in Superman? I think it's 3? When he's flying through and Lois is at a gas station?
Mm-hmm.
That gas station is in Drumheller, and it's been there since the 50s.
Oh, my God.
It's been shut down since the 60s. Like, they just come out and they find shit out there that they can film at.
Hey, this looks like this film set I want to shoot. Let's do it.
Yeah, honestly, like, look at the new Ghostbusters movie. When they did that, I know every one of those buildings, but they changed every sign.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they did.
I was in Drum too.
Just like the welcome to concrete on the silos was put there for this boy's life, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tons of stuff was filmed out there by Olancha. When I was out there, they did Star Trek 5. Remember the one with the planet of galactic peace, and they had to land, and they got captured, and that was all
The
right
one
there
shot,
just outside of
yes.
Olancha.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to sneak down there on the set.
What you saying? So, I got a bitch. The
You're the one that got married.
The movie Mothman. The first one with Richard Gere.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere in the actual files or the actual story about Mothman where there's telepathic communication from the creature about anything. Do you guys recall any of that?
Well, yes, I remember
saw
that
the movie.
Yeah, I thought it was just more or less. I didn't think it was based in the when that bridge collapse actually happened. I thought it was just sort of an amalgamation of a bunch of details around it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And the bridge collapsed because it was old. It wasn't even a safe structure to begin with. It's not like Mothman made it crash or predicted it to crash.
Well,
right.
You know that they have to do it roughly, but they say that it's based on a true story, but they got to make it something that's good to watch too. Like it's got to have a basis to it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Right.
But I think the only point in fact was the description of the creature. I mean, honestly, and where it happened.
Right.
And you hardly saw it either until the very end, and glimpses, sort of, as I recall, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was more implied than it was actually seen.
Which is totally fine with me.
Well, there were a couple eyewitness accounts that actually saw the creature. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, I am like terrified of moths, and it's actually California's fault that I'm terrified of moths. But so Mothman has always freaked me out. I don't want a giant, like 7-foot tall moth coming at me. No thanks.
Well, and I believe it was 2017 that all of a sudden Chicago had a series of Mothman-like creature sightings in Chicago.
In Chicago?
Yeah.
How could he fly in Chicago? It's too windy.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it easier.
But
he really doesn't have to
try. You just got to spread your wings, man.
Spread your wings and just go with the...
Can you imagine if that hit your front windshield? God, that would be gross.
No, they were flying around skyscrapers, supposedly.
It's just like smack.
If it's in modern Chicago, it wouldn't last for very long.
Yeah, no joke.
Well, they get shot down.
That's like downtown Fallujah.
More dangerous, actually.
Probably.
Yeah. Sweet home, Chicago.
Alright, so...
Hey, so do you think that Mothman's attracted to light? Like a regular moth? Like, wouldn't he be like...
Put up a test strip?
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't he be in Vegas, just like chilling and flying into the neons?
Where was he originally?
West Virginia.
So we're going to go to West Virginia, Kayla, and you are going to hold up a giant light.
Yep.
At night.
Oh, and just see if Mothman will come and smack it.
Yeah, we're going to test this theory.
Okay.
You're going to be the guinea pig.
All the little moths, just ignore that, okay?
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but all I'm seeing is him like flying into Vegas and being like, "Oh my god!"
So Paul wants to know if the bug-based men like Mothman, do they have bug genitalia or human? I don't think anyone's being that close to it.
Paula, why do you want to know that?
Oh.
It's like a praying mantis.
Oh God.
It'll mate with you, lay eggs inside you, and then take it out.
Oh, okay, so Paula says Mothman be slapping his business against your bathroom window, Kayla.
Oh, shit.
Those radioactive balls, remember?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Are we back to the radioactive balls?
Only with Mothman.
Holy Mothman,
every
Batman.
That's what makes his eyes glow red.
Jeez.
His balls?
Yeah, it's radioactive balls.
Huh.
No.
Someone needs an anatomy lesson.
Oh, no.
If I remember right, the first sighting was a couple that was out on, making out in the woods, and they saw something in the bushes, and they took off in their car, and they're driving 40, 50 miles an hour down the road saying, what the hell was that? And they look over, and it's flying right next to the car, watching them.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So from what I know, that's the first sighting.
And I believe, wasn't that also the one where they had scratch marks on top of the car?
Yeah.
That's an urban legend about a hook man.
I have an issue with that.
That's a different urban legend.
Oh, okay.
I have an issue with it always being a young couple who are in a car naked. You're making out with a girl.
They're in a
Necking,
You're
not
not
naked.
Whatever.
You do it your way, I do it my way. Leave me alone.
And you know who probably started those stories? The local pastor.
Yeah. Like, it
to
me,
discourage you from going out to do that sort of thing.
because if you are doing that type of thing,
This is what happened when you snuggin'.
Well, the pastor didn't start the story. It was them going to the police station going, Jesus Christ, big flying thing just attacked us.
And you say,
Well,
But the sheriff happened to be the pastor, and he said, you shouldn't have been out in the woods naked.
I don't know. I think there's a possibility they were trying to get there before the deputy got back and told on them.
yeah, because it was his wife. That was naked. Yeah.
That part of the story never came out.
Right?
Right.
I don't know. Like, it just... Those aren't the type of people who would be looking up, I would think.
Okay, but I've seen some pretty damn big moths.
Well, hey, wait. Cole, have you ever been out in the woods necking or making out with someone? You're sort of public, but sort of not. You hear a noise outside the car, you're going to look.
Fuck no. I'm busy. I really don't care.
Oh, Bigfoot does.
Wow.
You're,
It has no
you're the
shame.
kind of witness that ends up dead.
No, he ended up dead going to check on it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm the one who dies happy. So,
Shit. Okay.
I
You
don't
think
see a
he's going to wait
downside.
for you to finish?
If he was polite, he would.
Yeah, right?
The attack only took 30 seconds.
He's a monster, but he's not
But he
that
died
big of a
happy.
monster. God. No, okay, so I will say, though,
I want to go to Point Pleasant.
I was
during
in,
their big anniversary thing.
weirdly enough, Southern California. Okay, this is why I hate moths, but I've seen moths that are the size of a damn dinner plate before. Like, easy. Okay, it landed on my face, it was really creepy, whatever. But... Who's to say that, like, if you're in the middle of something, you're not really paying attention, something whacks your window, and you're like, what the fuck? And you turn, and it's like this dinner plate-sized moth, and you're not used to seeing those damn things?
And then it flies in front of the moon, and all of a sudden you see the bad signal, but it's the moth
It was the
signal.
size of a man.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't you going to be like, oh my god, it was gigantor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a big fish story. All it was a big moth.
Big moths I can live with. The big flying tarantulas down in South America. No, thank you.
Ew, no thanks.
Yes,
My
they
parents,
exist.
Have Eric tell you about camel spiders.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
my
they're
parents went to the Bahamas in the early 2000s.
Oh, gross. Oh, sick. Okay.
Mom and Dad went to bed, and in the Bahamas, their houses are built where all of the walls have holes underneath them on the bottoms, so that when there's a hurricane, the water just rolls through.
Right.
Friend,
Yeah, but spiders can come up.
well, Dad's laying in bed, and he feels something on his chest, so he kind of brushes his chest, and friend, it's pitch black in the room.
It didn't move.
Friend, and he feels it again, so he goes to brush his chest again, and then all of a sudden something flutters, and
It slapped him.
no, something crawled into his mouth, and automatic reaction, he bit down.
Oh,
Friend grabbed it out of his mouth and tossed it into the wall, and he said, in my hand, it felt like it was the size of a baseball. And friend, they woke up in the morning, and Dad woke up first before Mom, and he walks over to the wall, and it is a giant cockroach about 6 inches long.
Ew.
Oh.
That's worse than
Friend, he was sick for 2 days. Apparently, they're kind of poisonous down there.
Oh.
Friend, so... Friend,
Ew.
things come in all shapes and sizes. Like, here, all the cockroaches I have ever seen, they're all little tiny things.
Yeah.
Friend,
And they
We get some
survive
big
in
ones.
last.
We get some big ones in southeast Texas, but nothing like that. No, it's
Everything's big in Texas.
I had never honestly seen one outside of a cage, like a tank, before I moved here, because I don't think we have them in Alberta. It might be too cold or something. I don't know.
Cockroaches like pretty much everywhere. You just must have gotten lucky. They're just tiny. They're probably very tiny.
Maybe, like I don't know. Like the only ones I've
Do we
ever
have
seen before
cockroaches
that.
in Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're little baby
They're
ones.
tiny.
They're
Yeah.
little tiny
Tiny.
ones.
But
You'll
They
find
look
them
kind of
in-
like a roly-poly. Like they're that small.
Yeah.
you know
That's what
how
I'm saying.
you know how Harmony in the movies they're about 1.5 to 2 inches long,
Right. Like the
These
ones
ones-
in New York.
are about the size of your fingernail, and there's
Ew.
about 10,000 of them when you walk into a house that has them.
Oh.
Friend, I used to work for a lady who rented out houses, and every second clean out we did when someone moved out, I'd open up one of the outlets, the wall outlets, and there'd be cockroaches throughout the entire house, and we'd have to fumigate.
In the outlet. Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, they
Inside
get
the walls.
everywhere.
Yeah. Inside
They
the walls.
love electrical stuff. I don't know why, but they do.
They just suck it up. It's their food.
Did you just
It's a
say I don't
shocking
know
good
why? Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. Sorry.
Asshole.
I don't know why I didn't come.
It had just gone away.
So glad to have helped bring it back.
Well, now I know the title of next week's show.
I
Oh,
don't know.
God. Oh.
Earworms.
Flying earworms.
And I don't know why.
Oh man! All right, so we got like Mothman, who debunkered. It was just a giant moth. Next, no.
That's not debunker.
I don't know.
And it's
I
debunked.
think the people down there saw something, and then some
Yeah.
other people
Oh, no,
saw one
absolutely.
near the old ammo depots from World War II. They had bunkers down there.
Well,
They
and,
saw something around there. But then
You know
from
what?
there on, it just took on a life of its own, and I think people were saying they saw stuff, and whether it was actually on the bridge or not, I kind of doubt.
Could it be radioactive
No,
moth?
the thing is, so I saw a
Nah.
documentary on it, and his team actually went into the ammo bunker that it supposedly lived in, and 'cause that's where most of your Mothman sightings actually came from, around this bunker area.
Yeah, but is that during the time that they gave him LSD?
Right? Some soldier went AWOL.
What I don't get is why it isn't a possibility, because no one ever thinks about it. It's just, he's automatically a cryptid. It's like the Jersey Devil. He's just
Could be an
guy.
alien.
Right?
Yeah!
Could have been there
right
for a day or two,
Exactly.
hanging out in the woods.
Either that, or
walked
it
over,
could have been a
looked in the car
really,
window and said, "What the hell is this?"
a
then
really
he left.
bored soldier that decided to make an outfit and be like, hee hee hee, check me out.
You know, there's a lot of places in this country you don't sneak up on people in the woods because you get shot.
I think that's
Yeah.
a lot of places in this country. Where
Yeah.
Hey, it's not just
Literally at
this
the root.
country. There's a lot of
It's
countries like
not
that,
just
too.
this
Yeah.
country, there's other
I'm going to put a
countries.
Bigfoot suit on and run through the woods during hunting season.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
yeah.
Fuck, we got places in Canada you don't walk on the main road
Right.
because you will get shot.
Well, didn't that happen? There was a guy jumping in front of cars in a Bigfoot suit, and he didn't get shot, but he got run over?
That's survival.
I thought
of
that
the
was in
fittest.
Washington.
I don't remember a guy.
Darwin Award.
Yes.
Yep.
Darwin.
Yeah.
that had to have been Washington. There's something wrong with you people up there.
I don't remember a guy in a Bigfoot suit, but I do remember a young girl was doing that to impress her friends, and she would jump out in front and get out of the way on I-5.
Making TikTok videos.
No, this was probably before, like just a little bit before TikTok.
Really got
YouTube
big.
might have been popular already,
Yeah.
but the boys were young, so this is what?
No, the
13, 14
Bigfoot
years
suit
ago?
was in Oregon, down by Portland.
Okay,
that
there you
makes
go.
sense.
Well, Portland. Might as well be Washington.
Shut your mouth, sir.
No.
Cascadia, yo-yo.
Kayla's actually got a real issue with Portland, with all of Oregon. Apparently, they can't make coffee.
I have a fucking issue with Oregon. All right.
They can't make coffee.
Oh,
What
Portland
kind?
has a place called Voodoo Donuts. Oh.
Yes, it does.
Oh, been there. We didn't intend to go there. We were drugged there more or less. But the donuts are good. But
You were drugged at the
Chocolate bacon
voodoo
bar.
shop?
no, we were drugged. We were dragged. What's we were taken against our will. Yes.
Joe,
we had-
You're
Jesus.
abducted to a
You
donut
were,
shop.
you
It's
were
okay.
abducted by Voodoo Donuts?
Liam
like-
Neeson is going to come save you, so it's okay.
Oh.
But it was interesting, especially the one downtown. We've been to two of them down there, and the second one we weren't abducted to. So
Do they give you a curse with your donut?
was I cursed with what? No.
Or like a chicken? They're like, here's your donut, have a chicken.
They've moved away from chickens. It's now a guinea pig.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
back to that.
Fine guinea pigs.
Anyways. What other flying cryptids do we have, guys?
I actually have one. Let me find the information
What you
I
got?
have retrieved for it. Here it is. The bat squatch.
Bat Squatch! Yes!
Love that squatch.
You love
And
Bat Squatch!
And it's from up here. So, or
Yeah.
at least that was the first sighting, even though it's been debunked because of lack of evidence. But I think that's pretty much all squatches. So,
Alright, okay. Have
According
you
to
guys
Gil, it's
ever seen,
debunker.
like, Batman? You've read the comics where there's Man-Bat? Right?
Mhm.
Right.
This is Bat Squatch! Through and through. That's what he looks
Yeah.
like.
What the fuck?
Fuck yeah.
You went
Bat
rogue out in the
Squatch.
forest and got furry.
Uh-huh. He was all like, I got this! Fuck you, Bruce
So, Rick,
Wayne!
was that the one that was in the town near the turn of the century, like 1900, somewhere around there, and there was a big fire in town, and they looked up, and everyone was in the town square with the bucket brigade trying to put the fire out, and they look up, and they see this thing on the roof of, like, the church, and then they chased it, and it went into a mine, and they blew up the mine to seal it in. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, this was, from what I understand, the first sighting of this one was in the 80s near Mount St. Helens.
Oh.
So it's the first sighting. In 94, there was a Pierce County man said he was driving his truck and it died suddenly. He said then a large creature landed in front of him. It was human-like, 9 feet tall with bat-like wings and sported a coat of blue fur. Ever since then, it has not been seen, and skeptics dismiss it as a hoax, which I do not believe, because I'm sure it's around here somewhere. So, it's been
Interesting that it was
flying
like in
bat
Mount
thing.
St. Helens area after the
Eruption?
the volcanic eruption, right? Because what if it
Right.
like came out of the earth when some stones were displaced, or was like an inner Earth cryptid?
Why would it
It
be
was like that-
blue?
I really hope that's what
Well,
it
bats
is.
have a bluish flat
Why
color.
not?
Have you ever seen a bat?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I really
Or
hope
could
that's
it be
what it is,
black?
because could you imagine Bigfoot having sex with a bat? I feel bad for the bat.
Have you ever seen the size of fruit bag?
I've never imagined that, but thank you, Cole. I'm not going to have that in my mind now. He's holding them little wings out,
Let's make a Bat Squatch!
little tear in the bat's eye, you know. Come on.
Hanging upside down from a tree.
Yeah, and you got to think of it, Joe. You got to think of it as the Adam Sandler bat from what's that cartoon movie?
The Adam Sandler Axe Family.
It,
Oh, God.
The Dracula one.
I don't know.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah! You gotta think of it as big as a bat. Okay? Because that'll make it better.
I'm just picturing a 9-foot tall Bigfoot swinging upside down from a branch having sex with a bat. Yeah. There we go. And a baby bat squatch comes out.
Yeah, that one.
I do think somebody had a good point in the comments for this website I found. It says, why do people add squatch to everything? Fat squatch, steep squatch, octo squatch, corn squatch, what's next? Nut squatch. So,
Possum squatch.
Possum squatch would be
I've
awesome.
got to hear about corn squatch.
That's a website.
Oh.
Can you get a pocket squatch? I want a pocket squatch.
I have
That would
quite a
be
few
cute.
of
Right?
Fran, platypus squatch.
Ew.
Yeah.
Woolly,
Would it lay eggs or have babies?
what about a mammoth? A mam squatch?
Man squatch?
Mammoth squatch?
I don't want no man squatch.
So
Isn't that soap?
No, that's Dr. Squatch. I like their soap.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Fran, I actually use that. Fran, the only one, Kayla bought me one because of what it had, like, what its name is. She bought me the Darth Vader one from their Star Wars series.
Wow.
And I was really hoping
That's
it was
true
good. 'Cause
love.
I'm a huge fan of Darth Vader. And he's kind of like Kayla with Hitler.
Hey!
So Vader had the right idea.
What the
God.
fuck?
What?
Right? It's just out of
Oh,
nowhere.
my God.
Well,
Wow.
You notice she didn't deny
Secret's
it.
out.
She didn't deny it. Like,
what the fuck means? Yeah, and
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nope. I'm just nope.
okay, well, I contributed to cryptids, so I'm off the hook. Done.
no, you're not.
No, just commenting from here on.
First of all, I am glad you said that it was the comments from the other website that you found cool, because
Yeah.
your wife just put on there that she ate a huge penis donut, and that worried me a little bit.
That would be your voodoo donuts, and
Right.
yes,
And let me guess, it had cream filling.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it did. As a matter of fact,
Wait, you're pretty sure, or you know?
I can't remember. It's been 10 years.
Dude, just
A
plead
while.
the fifth.
Kind of salty.
I tried to
I gotta
erase
say,
all that
I
from my
plead the
memory. She
fucking
keeps
fifth.
bringing it back up. So
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yep, I'm not touching
forget
that
a
one.
lot about Portland as much as I possibly can, including its traffic. So
Right?
Yeah, me
me
too.
too.
Friggin', that was horrible.
Yeah.
oof.
I stay the fuck away from Portland.
I usually don't mind traffic that much, but that was insane.
I've driven through all kinds of traffic, Texas, all the way up here to Vegas. Austin, Texas is one of the worst ever. Nothing tops Portland. I haven't been out to L.A. I wouldn't have any idea.
I cut my teeth driving down in L.A. all the time, and traffic's traffic. You're not stuck in traffic. You are the traffic.
If you've driven in LA traffic, you know traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
I would assume.
We used to go down there all the time to concerts and stuff, and at the time I had a 72 Chevy Nova. It was very fast. It was one of the sleeper ones. And it was the only way to get in and out of things really quick.
Mm.
I've got this saying, when in Rome, drive as the Romans. Just push them the fuck out of the way.
See, and like in Calgary, Alberta, we have a road that runs straight north and south, and it is my favorite road in the world because they made it perfectly so there is enough lanes on each side that the center lanes, we call it the Deerfoot 500 because if you're not doing 150 miles an hour, you're not going fast enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
And is so much fun to drive on that thing.
Is Canada like Texas where they don't have speed limits?
Oh, no, we do. Just
No,
cops
that's
are busy.
Montana.
Oh, Montana.
We do have suggested speed limits in Texas.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we acknowledge them. So,
But you can carry a beer while you're driving in Texas, right?
we have drive-through actual liquor stores. So, yeah.
Drive-through liquor stores.
Oh, I got you beat. I was in Phoenix one time, and there was a drive-through liquor and gun store.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that tops
Drive-through.
What you would think. You know.
There is a
Drive-through.
store in Mount Vernon that does drive-through growlers and tap beer.
I thought it was crazy
Yeah.
on the ferry boat how they have it. They're like serving alcohol, and then you can just go back down in your car and drive away.
The Blackbird.
Well, but you can go to a
gas
bar and do the same
Really?
thing.
Right.
It's just a bar on a boat. So, yeah. So,
Right, but usually like the ride that I go on is like 20 minutes. There's like
Yeah,
no time to sober up.
No.
No.
Of course, it's not a lot of time to get drunk either. So,
No.
now if you're pounding shots, then yeah.
Oh, you just gotta learn to be like
Playing
me.
drinking games with the ferry crew.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Just watch out for the cop that's on the landing watching the cars leave.
Right? Yeah. There is one.
So
my
somebody
God.
asked last week what the difference between a dragon and a dinosaur would be.
2 weeks ago.
They got wings.
Right, yeah.
Dinosaurs
No,
are real.
Dragons have
No,
wings.
it's actually more than that because when they did an autopsy of the one dragon they actually found
Right.
in
Romania.
Romania. They have like a air bladder.
they have 2 air bladders on each lung, along with the lungs.
Right.
That holds
Wait a
air.
minute. Wait. Back up.
So they could
They
breathe
found a
fire
dragon?
or
Yeah, they found a dragon
Yeah, they
in
found a
Romania.
dragon in
They did a
Romania.
full autopsy on it and everything
And it was in the British Museum until it disappeared.
until it mysteriously vanished.
There is a
Like
documentary on it
down.
in the BBC.
Yep,
Yeah.
because they actually
So
did
it got
an
sent
autopsy.
to Warehouse 13.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
mysteriously disappeared and nobody
No,
knows
we're-
anything
we're-
about it.
Joe, come on, let's admit it. We're well on our way to Warehouse 25 by now.
Yep.
Well,
But
Oh.
along with the 2 air bladders that held hydrogen, I believe it was, which helped give the lift because the wings by themselves weren't thick enough or
To
big
support the
enough
body.
to
Wait.
wow.
actually
Well,
make them fly.
not only that, but it also had
It had a gas.
coned bones.
they actually had a body.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't like a fossil or something.
No, it
No.
had
No.
skin still.
It was
They found it-
frozen.
They
It was
found
frozen in a
it
mountain?
cave.
Yeah.
Oh, like frozen in a block of ice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Oh
partly.
God, did it have 3 heads?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's not
It
Hydra.
wasn't King Ghidorah.
Nope.
No.
But it did have within its, I believe, nasal cavity. It had also another gas chamber that once it got
Zippo lighter.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Pretty much.
pretty much once
Pretty
it built
much.
up enough gas, they could actually throw fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used friction of the skin to
Yeah.
ignite.
Yeah, and it had, like I was saying, it had coned bones to make it airier and lighter.
Yeah.
All birds do.
Did they say anything about its reproductive process? Did it lay eggs or did it give like birth to young?
Eggity eggs. Eggity eggs.
Eggs. That's
Eggs,
what I thought.
eggs.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
They didn't go into that part. But they do theorize how it survived and the dinosaurs didn't was it evolved into water. 'Cause if you look at if you look at Loch Ness, if you look at a lot of these creatures that are fighting in bodies of water now that are dinosaurisk looking,
Like Loch Ness and stuff.
right. That's the only way a dinosaur era creature would have survived. It would have been in the water.
Well, I don't think that's entirely true.
No?
To be perfectly honest, we have had way too many sightings of flying creatures that look like dinosaur-ish.
Yeah, well, no, there's a video out of Pennsylvania that looks completely like a dragon.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had pterosaurs and pterodactyls and
able to fly.
Pterodons.
Right? Live underwater and then also fly. Like there's some flying fish and different animals that have adapted to be amphibious and aerial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, we honestly, we've had too many sightings of that kind of animal too, for me to believe that it was just the fish that survived.
Yeah. Well,
no, for a fact it wasn't.
Crocodile, alligator.
The bee.
Yeah, the Gila dragon and
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, bees.
Yeah. All
it is, dude. They were around for a long damn time, but they're just smaller than they used to be. Ha
Can you imagine living in the times when everything was extremely huge?
Whatever.
I was just something you just said about the crocodiles and the alligators. I pissed my professor off one time when we were out in Colorado digging up dinosaur bones and stuff, and I was getting alligator teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him and said, "Hey, if evolution is real, how come the alligators didn't evolve?" They're around for a long time, man. He just looked at me and said, "Shut up and keep digging."
Right? That's their answer.
Well, and there's a lot of things underground they haven't even found yet.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I guess in a lot of cases, time will tell. Will they find more dragons? Will they find more unknowns?
Well, I mean, look at it this way. There are so many places, water-wise and land mass-wise, that we haven't even touched, we haven't even stepped foot on.
There are parts of the ocean that, they've no idea what they're doing.
There's parts of the North Cascades where nobody steps.
Yeah. Well, no, look at the deserts in the Middle East that were underwater. It's been proven they were underwater. That we haven't dug in the sand yet.
Well, I'm not even talking, like, we could have anything out there. There's several thousands of miles of land, actual land mass, that nobody's ever been on.
Fuck, there's areas in the Greek islands that...
I've been on some of it.
Let alone the underground systems.
Mm-hmm. They were ports.
The Greek islands?
Yeah, they were huge ports.
Yeah.
And now they're 25 miles from a freaking any piece of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brad,
the Mediterranean used to be a lot smaller than it is now.
Yeah, our land masses change all the time. By the way, Rick, it is very apparent to me that you and I watched very different cartoons when we were kids. What the fuck?
Well, the question was asked, why is the junk covered? I simply there, so it's taken care of.
Why is it a different color?
No, ask the author.
That is obviously photoshopped.
Joe, why are you
that's photoshopped.
What the fuck?
Oh, you just no thought? Yeah.
Hey, okay, so...
you know what? I still have that search. It's up on a separate page just behind the Discord, so I'm saving it in case I need it.
Wow. Okay, so I got a question here. Would you consider a gargoyle part of the Fey realm or as a flying cryptid?
Ooh, I like that.
Good question.
Gargoyle.
I like it.
Well, the actual gargoyle, isn't that just a stone depiction of
No, they were
a
alive
creature,
at one
or
point.
is there actual gargoyle?
Going by legend and theory, they were alive at one point.
By legend, they were alive, and then that's their curse.
Yeah.
That's their curse,
Yeah.
is they got turned to stone.
Oh.
Well,
cool.
I know all about the gargoyles because I watched the gargoyle cartoon.
Did you know it's coming back?
Dude, I know. I fucking love that.
It is.
Friend.
It's coming back?
Yeah, it's coming back on Hulu, I believe.
Now, as to your question, no, I think gargoyles are their own species. They're not fake. Definitely not fake.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting if all the Europeans basically were big on that, and they're all up on the castles and they're up on the castle walls. So, isn't there a possibility that maybe back then, if they were real, that they did have a kind of a pact going with people and they protected? They were kind of like guard dogs or soldiers.
Right. Wow. Well, they had talked about, like, the original story of the gargoyles was that they were protectors of the night, and that they watched out for different royalty and different things like that throughout the ages, and that one gargoyle turned against royalty and decided that he wanted to take over, and then they were cursed by, okay, this sounds stupid, but they were cursed by Merlin to become stone.
Yeah, and Charles the Fat claimed that the gargoyles of Notre Dame would always protect him. And then he fell anyways, but shit happens.
So that's
they must have really pissed off Merlin.
So was it a bloodline creature? As in, was it set to protect?
Well, do you know, to be perfectly honest, my personal opinion on a gargoyle is that a gargoyle is the same thing as a vampire.
Nah.
Well,
vampires suck.
I do know that there is no known paperwork, which they have most of the paperwork from the building of Notre Dame. There is no known paperwork ordering the gargoyles.
No, those just magically motherfucking appeared on Notre Dame.
Huh.
There's no sculptor listed.
There's no sculptor. There's nobody listed as the sculptor. There is no requisition for the gargoyles. They just appeared there.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Now Notre Dame is Notre Dame. So.
No, it's not.
The building's still there.
It'll be finished by 2030.
They're Notre working on it.
Yeah.
Actually, the neat thing is, and like you're talking about, well, there's no requisitions and they don't have that. You know what? They don't even have the actual building blueprints of how there's things they're finding before it burned. They had no idea how they did it.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking up, they're up in the attic and the roof, and they're looking at there's metal and there's wood and there's molten lead and there's all these weird, and they have no idea how they built the place.
Because,
well, maybe the gargoyles built it.
Well, no, because so when Blizzard, the video game company, asked for permission to use the original blueprints, they were only given the main ones.
Right.
Yeah, the
they
partials.
Weren't allowed to see all of the documents. Because
a lot of the basics, they had no idea.
Yeah, so and those were actually in Notre Dame, so they burnt away when it burned. And so France actually asked...
The thing I saw, it was a documentary, and it was done on, I think, Discovery Channel or something, and this was before it burned.
Yeah.
They were up in the roof and the inside looking, filming these things going, we don't know how they did this or why they did this. It worked, but there's no records of it.
There was some master fucking masonry and everything in that building.
But Joe,
that building was fucking insane.
When it burned, all of the documents that were on the building burnt with it. The only
probably
ones
had
they
them
had
stored
left
in the attic, right?
Were
with the hunchback.
No,
sorry,
Jesus,
poor guy.
The hunchback's what burned the building down.
The video game Assassin's Creed, when they research a building, they ask the governments of that country for everything they can get on that building, so all measurements are exact. Right. So what they're actually using to rebuild Notre Dame is the video game rendition.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's all they had left.
That's why, that is one of my favorite video games, and I'm so happy at least one of my kids actually took interest in it, is because while you play it, you actually learn history.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only reason I know that thing about Charles the Fat.
Charles.
Because I didn't even know he was a ruler of France until that game came out.
Yeah.
So he was one
like,
we skipped.
Watt and Morrowind the Gathering, or Morrowind Elder Scrolls 3.
Elder Scrolls?
Back in the day when I used to play that 20 years ago. That's where I learned about a lot of the ancient sacred places that they have on there.
Yeah, that's
and they reminded me of other lives that I had lived. And I was like, wow, that place looks familiar. And I looked it up, and I'm like, wow, it's a real place. And started to research a bunch of the old, ancient, megalithic cities.
Now,
Harmony, if you get the chance, you should try Skyrim.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I don't play it much anymore just because of all the other things that keep my occupation and everything. But, yeah, it looks fascinating.
Wait, you grew up?
No. I just go play in the dirt.
For me, those games are divorce-inducing.
Yeah, they are. Motherfucker.
They could be. I could totally see
Paula,
that.
don't say a word, Paula. Don't say a word.
I have an issue
I was
with
a fan of Halo, and I didn't recognize any of those buildings.
Halo.
I
not?
play a lot of Hitman, and there's at least one town in Italy that I really want to go see just so I can go shoot some propane flask and see if I can send some Italians flying. Or
Whoa!
So,
Whoa!
The sky in Halo was really fascinating, the way it looked with the different moons and the different rings from the planet.
I love
that was
Halo.
really perspective.
Did any of you watch that series?
No.
The Halo TV series?
Yeah,
I did.
No.
I know.
It was on one of the pay channels or something. I never saw
Yeah,
it.
you didn't miss anything.
No,
I'm not
it
even
was
a Halo
terrible.
fan, and it was, Master Chief has his helmet off the whole time. It was a.
Oh, that's just wrong. You know,
Yeah.
they used to have a thing. I don't know if it's still out there. I'm sure it is because nothing ever goes away. These guys did a parody on Halo. It was called Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
You ever see
Yes.
any of those?
Yeah.
Those were excellent. Excellent.
It's still on Amazon. I think you can still find it on regular Amazon Prime.
Oh,
the best
man.
depiction I've ever seen of an alien encounter type world is still Mass Effect, and it's the only one that we've actually had documentation that states that some of the creatures are actual true aliens.
Real aliens.
Yeah.
Not the fake ones?
Hey, okay, so if we're
I don't see some of the ones from Halo being real.
if we're going off of like flying cryptids and flying, well, are we just doing flying
cryptids.
cryptids?
We're talking about anything flying. So
Anything fly.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Flying
what do you
creatures.
guys think about the Watchers? What do you think they actually were?
Well,
They could be like Anunnaki or some kind of Nephilim creature or... No, I don't think
weren't
they were
they
the same.
supposed to be some kind of angels or something that were
Right.
cast down, and all it did is just check shit out?
But who do they report to? I mean, they're obviously watching.
Right, so I've always thought they must have been some kind of alien race that just kind of came down here and watched us and then, like, took off and were like, hey, the monkey guys are doing this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But...
Well,
and
maybe they just have different forms now. If you think about it, when people see Bigfoot, what's it usually doing?
He's watching you.
No,
Right, so
they're
that's
watching you.
Owls.
that's what I'm saying. Like, do they still exist?
Like
Do you
an owl,
think? Do you think
deer,
they're still
alien.
out
Not a
there?
Mothman, he's just a watcher. Just a
Yeah,
creepy
man.
watcher that watches young kids doing things they shouldn't be doing.
And he's like, "Oh
Well, isn't
man,
it,
I think
isn't
it was a
possible
female."
that-
I'm like, I'm reporting this back to the big man.
Isn't it
listening
possible
to
that all these
freaks.
things down through human history that we call the Watchers and all that are
Right.
actually all the same thing, but they have the ability to mask their appearance or what people think they
Shapeshifters,
see.
right.
And
Right.
basically, it's always been the same thing, and we still don't know what the hell it is.
Right,
And we never will.
Watchers,
Do you mean
Reapers,
like the shadow feature, lurking
shadow
behind a lower
creatures.
tree or a piece of furniture?
Yeah, the shadow people.
Okay. So it's actually a huge thing where you're from, Joe.
What's that?
So apparently there is a group of entities in California folklore observing travelers along the Santa Lucia Mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess it has
Yeah.
its own following.
Oh, there's so many weird things in California, and I'm not talking about the people here. There's cryptids. Anywhere you go, you're going to find something weird. I remember where I grew up, and there was up above the hills. There was near Ojai. There was a legend of they called him the melting man or the burned man. People would see something in the bushes, and it looked like a guy, and his skin was melting, and he was naked, and if he was seen, he would run off into the trees and stuff. It's and anywhere you go, there's something weird. There's something weird everywhere, I think.
That's like the blue
And like
man
you
out
said,
here at Fortson.
That
Yeah,
one's
you got Blue Man, we got Mothman, we've got. What do all these cryptids have in common? They're always looking at it.
they're always men.
All of them.
Blue man is just a
Holy
homeless
shit,
guy
Joe's a
looking out
cryptid.
there, and he's always naked, so
Right.
he's in blue.
Oh wow!
So your Burning Man was probably Smokey the Bear, and he was playing with matches.
Oh my God! No, I don't even want to talk about bears right
No,
Smokey the Bear
Bears?
playing with matches. That sounds
Yeah.
like a cabin.
I love
or
bears.
Like a
now. What the hell
kid
was
or
that?
something.
Okay, so have you guys seen the College Humor thing, your take on bears? It's called Bears Are Still Bears.
No.
Fred?
but
Is that where Winnie the
right?
Pooh is eating
Bear.
people?
Yes.
But bears are real still.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, Cole ruined my childhood with that.
So it goes
Right.
same like the Berenstein Bears and
Oh, yeah,
Winnie
yeah.
the Pooh and Smokey the Bear.
Okay.
And then they
as
died.
soon
They
as
go to Care
humans
Bear.
show up,
Fuck.
Fred, they start just becoming like rabid, and they rip them apart. Fred, Winnie the Pooh gets stuck in the guy's rib cage.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's
just like
it's
you would in a
fucking
honey
gross,
pot?
dude.
Uh-huh.
Fred,
Ruined my
and
childhood.
then they go. All the hikers go up to heaven, and they meet the Care Bears.
No.
Care Bears
start-
have glowing red eyes.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
start
and it
ripping
just
them
ends
apart.
with bears are still bears.
And now they have a live action movie of it.
Well, you
It's
know why
called
Fuzzy
Cocaine
was.
Bear.
He wasn't very fuzzy, right? Because he was
'Cause-
bare.
With his Galen.
Ah,
Ah,
you're hilarious.
Ah!
Fred. Now we've got Cocaine Bear.
Oh my God,
I am
Cocaine
so
Bear.
freaking excited for that.
Oh yes.
That's on my movie list.
I gotta see it. I have to see it, man.
The last
I wanna see
performance of the late great Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's his last
love
movie.
that guy.
Yeah.
all the good greats are
Dying.
dying or getting Alzheimer's. Or,
Well, fuck. This year actually made me feel really old.
huh?
Fred, January was 25 years
For which one?
since Chris Farley died.
Oh shit!
25
Yeah.
freaking
Wait, what?
years.
Yeah,
25
Chris Farley.
25 years
Yeah.
ago in January, Chris Farley died.
Yeah.
You know what made
Wow.
me feel really
Yeah.
old? When I put up the new signs for if you were born on or before 2002, then you can't buy alcohol. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm 2002.
Yeah, that's every time I see one of those little signs and you go into the grocery store or the convenience store, you just look down, it's like, oh, 2002. Oh, no.
Right?
Oh, that's the worst. It is the worst.
I'm like, holy
'Cause I remember-
crap. There are
No,
21-year-olds
the
out there
worst
that never
part
seen the towers up. Like, fuck.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they have no idea.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
To be fair, there's quite a
Yeah, I don't
few
trust any of
40-year-olds
these
that
people
never saw them up
that have never been alive when there was no internet.
right?
Oh my god, right?
Oh, don't let the power go out and they got to count change back to you without a fucking calculator or the till.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, a few people that did live without the internet complain
Yeah.
about that too, don't they?
What? I don't want to hear you.
You might get $3 more than you should. You know, that's a plus.
You
of
give
your
her too much change.
I never give anybody too much change. It comes out at 5. That'll come out my paycheck.
You have to shortchange you.
Hey, I got you beat. I went to a where the hell was it? It was a Jack in the Box. It was down in Oxnard, California. Went through the line, ordered some food, went up the line, and then I gave him a couple, 2 20s. Right now, they were old 20s. You know, before they started putting the security things through them and everything. I'm watching. She's looking at it. She's looking at it. She's looking at it. She's holding up the light. She calls the manager over. I can see them discussing it. They brought 2 or 3 other people over, and I actually watched them from the window. I can see it. They go back down into like the manager's office, and they're all in there looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. And Finally come back and go, I'm sorry, we can't accept this. We don't know what it is.
It's antique.
Yeah.
It was the old $20 bill with the small portrait on it, and they would not accept it.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay,
Fucking
so
idiots.
I gotta tell you something. This is really fucked up.
But
I
Ron,
want to tell you something.
You wouldn't accept one
Okay.
either?
No. Okay. So, one of the people I work with took a $2 bill the other day. And I was going through the money to count out stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is super fake. And he was like, no, it's a $2 bill. And I said, no, $2 bills are real. But when it says only for movie use on it, it is not.
For use of motion pictures only.
Yeah, there was one of those going around a festival that I went to. It was $100 bill that said only for movie use, and there were several of them that actually ended up
Yeah.
getting
You know why?
accepted before they found out.
Do you know why, Harmony? Because a pack of
Why that?
a pack of 100 of those bills is only like $20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Friend, so like you can literally buy
you gotta
fake
watch
money
out.
and like
They look pretty real, except for they say like for movie use only, right?
yeah.
And if you're not
Yeah.
paying attention,
Yeah, but it's not in big red letters, though.
No, it's in little tiny letters on the bottom of it.
The president isn't right on them. He's facing the wrong way or something
no.
on most of them.
And
Not
if
the
you're counting it out
$2.
and following
$2
other
actually
bills-
the $2 looked 100% real if it wasn't for the fact that like 3 places on the bill it said for production use only. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This one's not real bad.
Because a few of our stores have actually gotten hit with that with the hundreds.
Yep.
I know
That's been a-
the Lyman Mercantile got hit with one.
Mm-hmm.
And before you started there,
Yeah.
Red Apple did.
Yeah, and I do know what you're talking about the $20 bill there, Joe, because we got one of the old 50s, and I accepted the old 50 because I'm like, yeah, I remember this thing. It's real. It has the marks on it. It's fine, right? But I took it into our fabulous
Bank?
local bank here, and they told me it wasn't real, and I was like, yeah, it is. The fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
So, I ended up having to take it down to the Cedro Bank for them to go, oh, okay, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
the
never
fuck?
did get my bag of mystery meat tacos.
Have you guys seen Canada's new bills?
So how did
What?
they mess it up this time?
Have you guys seen Canada's new $10 and $5 bills?
Oh, they're crazy.
I think they've done
They're
it
plastic,
with 20.
aren't they?
Yeah, actually,
Really?
they are so plastic that if you put them in the oven, they're shrinky dinks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because the dryer will do that to them too if you have it
Yeah,
on
the
high
dryer makes
Oh.
them fucking
I lost
3
a $5
times too
bill.
small.
For,
Oh no. Really?
yeah,
Yeah. They
Uh,
melt in the dryer.
and, well, they shrink.
Yeah.
And you can't use it.
And then nobody will
It's you
take
damn
them.
Canadians.
They're
It's you
fake.
damn
Just-
Canadians. I mean, you could take an American dollar bill, you could burn it, you could put it in the washing machine, you could sit on it, you could
You can rip
your
it
dog
in half
can
and
eat it,
tape
and it'll
up.
come out the other end, and it's still good.
Well, no, it's still
Yeah.
good because the bank will still take them, but the stores aren't
They
allowed.
will actually. If you have a stack of money that's been burned, and most likely the serial numbers will be somewhat intact.
Yeah.
There's they treat it with a fire retardant. And my brother, he actually had his car engine blow up, and he had maybe like $2,000 from his scholarship money that he had just cashed in a visor in his vehicle, and he just needed to save his life. He got out, and they were able to, he sent it into the treasury, the stack of burnt money that was barely anything left, and they sent more than he claimed was there because they could tell exactly how much was there, which was a miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Karen.
That's
Well-
crazy. But awesome.
Blame.
Yeah.
You can blame Justin
And it's
Trudeau
just
for
hard.
everything in Canada. So
Hey,
Pretty
hey,
much.
no, I have to admit though, there is one piece of Canadian money I like: the fact that they put Bigfoot on one of their coins.
What?
It-
That's
it-
awesome, really?
oh,
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
He's one of the new creatures on the toonie.
What coin?
Toonie.
What's the value they got?
$2.
That's,
The $2.
The $2 coin.
In
Yep.
memory of the one Bigfoot behind the one tree.
In Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, he got his own coin.
My dad told me Bigfoot exists in Saskatchewan. And I said, Dad, you have taken me to Saskatchewan probably over 1,000 times over my childhood. There's one fucking tree there. What, is he hiding behind it? Like,
No, he
friend,
is the tree.
if you stand on the Alberta border and look across Saskatchewan, you will wave at Montana. Or at Manitoba. Friend,
Well, has anybody looked behind that tree?
yeah, I did. He wasn't there.
No, he was the tree. I'm telling you.
He's a shapeshifter.
Friend,
He was the
All
tree.
people from
False memory.
Saskatchewan are shapeshifters.
Have you ever seen that tree move?
I don't know, but I kind of wish Smokey the Bear lived there right now. For a farmer had a really bad day today. His tractor lit on fire,
Yeah.
and he was moving all of his hay bales.
Oh, shit.
Friend, so he had another tractor out there, and he was tossing hay bales with the second tractor trying to get him away from the fire. Friend,
There's some hungry cows.
it takes 5 minutes for the tractor to be completely engulfed, and then about 30 seconds for it to hit the trailer.
Fuck.
Wow.
Hey, man. That's
Yep.
some premium beef.
Friend,
Sit there and eat it.
Let the cows go. Let the cows go.
hay bales, not
Precious again.
cows.
Oh, I thought you said that the cows got it too. Okay.
No.
Never mind. It's a beauty, eh?
Hey, hoser. Yeah.
Take off to the great white north. Take off.
God, I love the Great White North. That is awesome.
It's
you
a
guys ever
beauty
seen
way to
Strange
go.
Brew? The movie
Oh,
they
yeah,
did?
that's where
Yeah, dude.
That's where A. Hoser came from. Yeah.
Friend,
That movie was...
did you guys
Oh,
ever
SCTV
watch
in general.
SCTV?
Uh-huh.
Friend,
Have you seen Mrs. Brown's
did.
Boys? Oh, the fuck.
Ryan
all
Reynolds still
our
said it
comedy
best.
talent from the mid 80s to the, well, I guess some of it's still around today, was SCTV. There's a large John Candy.
Dude,
No.
most of the best comedians are Canadian.
Yeah.
Eugene Levy.
It's
Or
Eugene
Jewish.
Levy, Rick Moranis.
Thomas.
Or Jewish.
Moranis. Friend,
Trudeau.
no,
shut the fuck up, Jim.
He is a comedian.
Ryan Reynolds still said it best, though, because you guys just started like spouting off little Canadian anecdotes there, and friend, the most popular one that no one states here because you guys are all too afraid to say it, friend, is whenever you sit down at a bar, the first words out of your mouth should be "fuck bud," friend, because that's how you start a sentence in Canada.
Ah, fuck, bud.
Yeah. Friend.
Hey.
It's also how you end a sentence if someone just told you a really, like, either a bad story or a good story.
How was your day?
bud.
Ah, fuck, bud.
And the response to that is, fuck, bud, Jesus. Friend.
Oh, consider sure be going ape shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. What the hell is that dude's name? Why can't I think of it right now? Knocked Up. He's Canadian. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
There we go.
Well, Mike Myers. Wayne's World.
And
Yeah.
Then, Dan Aykroyd.
Mm-hmm.
Friend. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
All the funny people live in Canada.
With Steve
Count
Martin.
Floyd.
Who?
Count Floyd, yes. Count
Yeah.
Floyd.
Ooh, that's scary.
Friend.
What was-
Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah. So speaking of shapeshifters, so I wanted to talk about the Thunderbirds and the Phoenixes in the cryptozoological experience, right? So
Harmony
in
trying
my
to
tradition, with the Thunderbirds, there's this really cool story, and in Lakota they are known as the Wakinyan, and the Wakinyan are protectors and they protect the people from the Unctila, and those were dangerous reptilian monsters, and they were also shapeshifters. And so it's really curious to me that there's the story of, like the phoenix and the basilisk, the phoenix protecting people from these reptilian shape-shifting monsters, and then there's also this, on the other side of the world, there's the stories of these thunderbird beings, the phoenixes, there's a couple other ones, what was it called, I think it was like the Bennu, and the dragon firebirds. They were, it was like Feng, I think I wrote it down here. Feng Huang.
Mm-hmm.
Feng Huang. And so this was like really fascinating to me because most of these stories, they're protectors. And in the story of the firebird, they're protectors of the pure, clean, and truthful from the destructive, dishonorable forces. They symbolize the hope and rebirth and transformation. And then you have the Wakinyan being a symbol of protection, of power, of strength, of, protecting the people who were of good intentions from these dark reptilian monsters. I find it very fascinating, these correlations. Have you guys heard of any other correlations or stories
Yes.
that fascinate you about these creatures?
No, see, okay, so this one is totally made up, but it brings it to light for modern day. And if you watch Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, right?
Yeah.
It's all about how the phoenix destroys the basilisk and all of that. It's pulling on ancient mythology.
Yeah.
For all of this, but it's bringing it to a new audience, basically.
Yeah, that's what it made me think of right off the bat, is that connection. And, J.K. Rowling, she did a lot of research and channeling when she put together that series.
Oh, fucking
she
absolutely.
She pulled a lot from ancient mythology. She pulled a lot from Tolkien. She pulled a lot from, a lot of ancient
Okay, I will say she pulled a lot up until about book number 5. And then it was, I need to get this shit done as fast as humanly possible because I'm out of cash.
Yep.
Okay?
That's not why she had to get it done.
That's the best explanation of why it shifted. I love it.
Right. It was good, and then it was like, damn.
She was already paid for the last 3 movies before the books came out.
Right.
And the kids were aging out.
So she had to finish her series.
That's right.
This is why any good fucking author doesn't sell their soul to Disney. Oh, sorry.
It was Warner Brothers. Thank you very much.
Fucking mouse. J.K. Rowling was born on the same day I was.
Just different years.
Yeah. Well, actually, Wesley Snipes, same day, same year.
Oh.
I think that's a better comparison. I wouldn't use J.K. Rowling in this day and age. She's still making news.
Oh, yeah. She went off the deep end.
Yeah. She did with her new series. The Dumbledore. Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm not even going to give you a spoiler.
Fantastic Beasts or whatever.
The Fantastic Beasts was actually pretty good, but there's this new Dumbledore one that, no.
It was pretty bad.
I'm telling you, Fantastic Beasts was not great. Okay? And any reason to find a place for Johnny Depp in that fucking movie, of course they had to. Okay? I was like, fuck. Of course it's Johnny Depp.
He should have stopped after 21 Jump Street.
Come on, guys. Helena was in the original
Pirates
series.
Pirates was a pretty good role for him.
It's the only role for him. He's like permafried as Jack fucking Sparrow now.
Permapirated.
You either had to expect Johnny Depp or Tim Burton to be in one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Drink that salty seawater.
And I like Pirates. I like Johnny Depp, though.
I like Pirates. I liked Johnny Depp up until everything after Pirates of the Caribbean. Because he was nothing but Jack Sparrow. And everything after that, All he was, it was like
That's what
fucking
made it
watching.
awesome. It's like Mike Myers. He is
That's what I'm
nothing
saying.
but Austin Powers now.
That's what I'm saying.
Or Dr.
Okay,
Evil.
I'm sorry.
Or Fat Bastard. He is one of the three in everything he does now.
But it's like he became Ozzy after that and was just like, you want my jar? It's a jar of sand.
It's dirt, thank you very
Whatever
much.
the fuck.
Okay, so Rick,
Fighting off bat heads and
since
kissing
you're bringing
Mothman.
up Kiefer, you have to talk about his dad.
Kiefer?
Donald, yes. What about
Sutherland.
I think Donald's
Love that guy.
How the
Yes.
fuck's Kiefer?
Kiefer
Oh,
Sutherland?
right there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Kiefer Sutherland is Rick's favorite Canadian actor.
No, that's Paula's, but yes, he would be
Oh,
my favorite.
okay.
Yeah,
I just
Paula's,
like
but I guess it's,
I like Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay.
He was good in 24 as well.
Well, no, he was
Look,
for and
couldn't
how
get through
dare
it.
you besmirch him with just
I
good.
couldn't get through it.
No?
I
Donald
didn't have 24
Sutherland.
hours to watch something.
Donald Sutherland was great in
Clute.
like something like his greatest role ever.
Animal
No.
House.
Oddball in Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I mean that is the most over the top performance and the most fantastic portrayal of somebody.
But you
Nobody's
know what?
ever been able to do it since.
I don't think I've seen a Donald Sutherland movie I've been disappointed in. To be honest with you.
My favorite's still Animal House.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's the original creep.
Have you watched any
Right.
of the, was it the, what were those, Mockingbird and all those young,
Hunger Games.
those white, the
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
So-
was disappointed with him in that.
I don't
I will say
know.
he played the character well for what
Yeah.
it was. I hated the character.
Right.
I was
well,
going to say,
you're
it's not
supposed
his
to.
fault.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was disappointing.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in the way the character was written because he played it well to the book.
He could have done better
But
if he
even in
would
the
have been
book, I
allowed to
hated the
do
character.
better.
I gotta say, I think my favorite Canadian actor would have to be Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He did good Back to the
Have you
Future.
seen Midnight Madness? Just kidding.
Or, you know,
He's able to really
I
play
gotta
a
be
lot of
honest
parts.
too, though.
Really
I really
convincing.
also like Adam Beach, but that.
Fuck
I
you.
like
Oh, yeah.
I know who he
Fuck
is.
you.
Love
Kayla.
Adam Beach.
Yeah, Brian Adams.
Kayla's just being
Hey.
mean.
Brian Adams.
Shut up.
Brian Adams,
Boo. Boo.
Mine is still John Candy. Oh, it will
eh?
always
Oh,
will
no,
be.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, he was my childhood.
Really, Joe? Anne Murray?
And Murray.
You just want to get in her pants.
I would have figured you as a Will Arnett.
I like Will Arnett. Don't get me wrong. He's a Batman. You can't beat a Batman.
Oh, you can beat a Batman,
No, you can't.
but it takes a Joker. Oh!
Oh, no, if you're going to go to that era with bands, Joe, Triumph is not it. Fred,
Oh. No, somebody.
I love that first album,
yeah.
but I got lucky on a couple of those songs. So yeah.
That was a crazy scripted. Remember a penguin from the Batman series?
Oh,
I
come
thought
on.
Rush was the official band of Canada.
Everybody Rush.
It is.
Some 41.
Well, it was.
Or Gordon Lightfoot, but he's not a band. He's a person.
No, it would still be, since about the mid-90s, it would still be U2 now.
Really? Even bigger than the Great Big Sea?
Yes.
Really?
U2 is huge. They have
Well,
over
Heart
100
is
albums.
Canadian as well.
Well, no, U2's U2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're from over in England. How that can't be the official band.
They're Irish.
They're not
They're-
from
yeah.
I mean,
England.
Bono was like
No,
sitting
he's
next
Irish,
to Nancy
but he's a
Pelosi's
transplant.
husband
He
at
is
the State of the
Canadian.
Union.
Oh, okay. Well,
And, not
you-
all the band is from
No,
England.
you're just hanging on to his feet. His
No,
Irish feet.
I like
Ooh.
one of their songs out of 100 albums. That's it.
Guess who?
My favorite band from Canada is Trooper.
Super Trooper.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
That's like ABBA.
Raise a Little Hell or We're Here for a Good Time.
Okay.
No one knows what I'm talking about?
No.
We're here for a good
Joe,
time.
you?
No.
Not a long time. Still have a good time. The sun don't
That sounds Canadian.
A lot of music.
Although they're not as polite as they claim to be. When you have a Canadian standing behind you at McDonald's so they can steal your seat, yeah.
Canadians can steal your souls, too.
Rick, fuck you. Rick, fuck you. Fuck you. Those fuckers don't belong to be from Canada. Fuck them.
Oh, God. Yeah. Glamour boys.
You know, I actually grew up with them.
Oh,
sorry.
no, really?
Yeah,
You played football with them.
against them. They were our rival team. They're from Hanna, Alberta. I'm from Drumheller. We are 1 hour away, and fuck those guys. I hate them with a gun.
Wow.
They
Tell
lied
us how you
about
really
where they
feel.
were from. The entire town of Hanna was so excited when they made it big and they got their first record deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first interview came out with, what's that magazine?
Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone. And they were introduced as Nickelback from Vancouver.
Oh, God.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
then a few years
my
later they
favorite
came.
Canadian band is like Guess Who.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually it's a really good band. Another
Alright.
band.
That's like the best.
I like 3 Day Grace.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
that person.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't know they were Canadian, but yeah.
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 And,
And your cousin, JD.
yeah,
I like JD.
You guys wouldn't probably know him. He's a Canadian country artist.
JD Bixby.
He got second on
Canadian Idol.
and he lost to Carly Rae Jepsen.
Damn.
Oh.
So, yeah, friend, that kid's. I still have videos of him singing Elvis songs with his dad at the age of 5.
Aww.
And like actually doing a really good job.
Yeah. Well, you should. He's your cousin.
Friend,
Steppenwolf, that's a good Canadian band.
yeah.
Ooh,
Mhm.
That was a classic.
Born to be Wild, right?
Yep.
Do, 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 do,
Magic
do.
Carpet Ride.
Friend,
Oh, what's that one that does the family reunion and the
Cor Blund.
Cord Blund?
The song you guys would know is "The Truck Got Stuck."
Yeah.
You roll your eyes.
Yeah, I do. It is one of my favorite songs, but it's annoying as fuck. Friend, I do have a favorite band out of Canada. No one's hardly ever heard of them. I've got 2. But they were never really made it big.
Arrogant Worms.
Okay, I have 3. The Arrogant Worms, and they do parodies.
Sons of Butcher.
Oh,
Sons of Butcher, and they do spandex metal. And then I also have the Brent Lee Band, who I saw live for 7 years, once a month. Actually, one of my favorite songs of theirs, I used to play for Kayla all the time, and it's called "The Kids Are All Ugly Because of You."
oh God.
I kind of like the Theory of a Dead Man, too. They're pretty good.
Theory of a Dead Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not a big Blue Rodeo fan. Rick.
I discovered them through Due South, the
I
TV
did not know
show.
Heart
So
is-
yeah, I love that show, and I love the one of their songs they put on there. So
You and Paula have both mentioned Gordon Lightfoot. Now, my dad opened for him.
oh, cool.
Yeah, so my dad has been in a band since he was 15 years old.
Fucking 12.
No, I think he was 15 the
Jesus.
He's
first time
still
he joined
playing
the band.
too, isn't
Yeah, he does.
he? He still plays when he can.
Yeah.
Johnny and the
Correct.
Rough Riders.
Yeah, his band name right now is called Johnny Folda and the Rough Riders. And then
Awesome.
I can't remember what they were called at that point because it was him and a bunch of his friends, and they Gordon Lightfoot played for Canada Day in Drumheller, and Dad and his band got to open for them.
Cool.
So we got to meet him, and then we got to watch JD Bixby sing a few songs, and because Canada Day isn't like 4th of July.
No, it's very, very different. It's like a community organized thing.
Yeah, no one
Everything's
stays at
about the
home.
community.
Everyone goes out and hangs out in the downtown area of wherever town they're from.
And then they have a big birthday cake for
and
Canada
I'll
that
be
everybody gets
honest,
free cake.
I don't,
Cool.
I think every country but the United States actually treats their country's day that way.
Yeah.
We're the only country that, oh, hoorah, let's wave our flag and drink some beer and barbecue and shoot fireworks. And it's a family event.
Well,
it's not a
Antarctica
community event.
doesn't. They just eat fish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well, but everything. Everything. Oh God. Yeah, he is Canadian, isn't he? Yep. Forgot about him.
I hate
You guys need to shut the hell up because Justin Bieber's from Canada, all right?
Yeah, I know.
No, he's not.
No, he's the one they don't claim.
So, here's the deal.
Like Nickelback. So.
We sent you a 13-year-old boy down to the States, a very nice, polite young man, and you turned him into that.
California.
No, his mother
that was
sent him
California.
down to the United
California
States.
turned him that
And
way.
went with him.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, have you
Do
seen
you know what
her?
else the Canadians sent to the United States a long time ago and it hasn't gone back?
Celine
The Stanley
Dion.
Cup.
Oh.
Fuck you.
I was going to say Celine Dion.
Go Kraken.
Oh.
You can keep her.
Oh, God, my
Sorry.
heart will go on. Oh.
Actually, you know
Joe,
what?
what's up in your head? My
The
heart will
first
go
team
on.
to win the Stanley Cup wasn't Canadian. The first team to win the Stanley Cup was Seattle.
Go figure.
It was the Seattle Metropolitans.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
That is the stupidest fucking name. What are you? I'm a metropolitan. I'm sorry.
The New York Mets are the Metropolitans. They're just the Mets.
Well, what was Washington for the first, till this year?
Crackheads?
Washington.
They were the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Washington football team. Yeah. Oh, fucking.
And before that, they were something that is not politically correct.
Oh, yes.
They were the
it is.
Redskins. They were the
I-
Redskins.
That's my race, and I'm.
They'll always be the Redskins. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're
Cancel
not
me.
playing political correct bullshit.
The Braves
Cancel
and
me.
the Braves and the Chiefs are still running around out there. So
And the Indians.
oh,
So
the
are
Indians
the-
changed their name. They're the Guardians now.
So are the Marysville
really?
Yeah, they're
Pilchucks.
gargoyles,
Did
as a matter of
Come on.
fact. That's what they're based on. It's they got these little things that are on some bridges there in
Oh my God, Paula, that is
Cleveland.
hilarious because I was thinking the same thing when it came out of my mouth. I was like,
Neapolitan.
Joe, let's admit something. The Indians haven't ran in quite a few years. Friend.
I don't pay attention to baseball anymore. They have 300 games a year. You could win 100. You could lose 100 games in a row and still go to the World Series.
Oh, you
I
were
just don't
talking
care.
about the
No.
baseball team.
oh, he was talking about
I was talking
actual
about
Native
the-
Americans. Okay.
Oh,
We got to hold that firewater.
Oh, Joe's probably a Dodger.
It went downhill from there.
hell yeah! I bleed Dodger blue.
Oh.
Why?
Well, I'm an Astros fan, so that's a different kind of blue.
All right, we need to kill Joe and do an autopsy if he's bleeding blue. So,
All right.
flying cryptids, guys.
You know what? I don't care because that's what the S4 bunker's known for. We talk about whatever the fuck.
Well, all I know is you're all a bunch of liars. We all
What?
know your favorite thing from Canada is me. So fuck y'all.
Exactly.
Oh, baby.
Well, to get back on topic, a nice segue is the Jersey Devils is a flying cryptid.
Yeah. Oh,
Boom, got you back on track.
I actually
go.
did wonder about that. Is he? Does he fly? I can't remember.
He glides with style.
He's got little wings.
He's
He
got
does.
little wings, but does he fly? I couldn't remember if
Is
there
he a
was ever.
gargoyle?
No, he flies. He flies. The Jersey Devil
Is he a
flies.
gargoyle?
It really don't matter because Jersey Devil is only, I think he's only known in New Jersey though, isn't he?
Well, yeah, hence the
Or is
name.
he
Yeah.
Pablo?
Yeah, but
The Pine Barrens.
But they haven't seen Jersey Devil in any other state.
Does
Well, no,
Baba
because
Yaga's
otherwise-
house
Nope.
fly, or
If
does
he
it
was
just have
seen-
chicken legs?
Eric, if he
Yeah.
was seen in Detroit, he'd be the Detroit Devil.
True.
Detroit Devil?
Yeah.
Spring Heeled Jack? Detroit
Like,
Devils.
but I don't ever remember a story of him flying.
Jersey Devil?
Oh, yeah.
Jersey
Yeah.
Devil
Yeah,
flies.
yeah.
It's more
People
like
see him on the roofs and he takes off, or they see him flying over the trees, or
Okay.
I think it's
Red
more
eyes
like
up in the
a
trees.
more like a flying
Like a
squirrel or a
project.
chicken, where he just kind of glides from one thing to another. But yeah, he flies.
like Rocky the Squirrel, another fucking Canadian.
Big old wax
Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to have to say it. If. Okay. So we're talking flying things, right?
Flying
If
pointy
birds aren't real, do you think there's ever a time when the government was abducting all the birds that they accidentally caught one of these flying cryptids, like the Jersey Devil? And we're like, oh shit.
It's like
Okay,
pop
what
a little bird in a big net.
now?
Trying to
What,
catch the big
Mothman.
bird.
what do you guys think of sky monsters, though?
The fuck is a sky monster?
Okay, so sky monsters are like jellyfish in the atmosphere. They're
Oh, those
you-
things.
yeah,
Kind of like the movie Nope.
kinda, but more like they're hydrogen infused jellyfish. Basically, they float around in the atmosphere and in the sub.
Girls are screwed. We can be like and up into the air.
right?
They can't. Well, they can, but it'll get messy. You have to pee on them.
Oh my god,
What?
that's where the black goo comes from. Jeez,
The black what?
the Maury
Oh,
Island
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
It's called Slag.
Yeah.
Maury Island.
You'd think that if they were real, we would find more of them on planes?
I would think.
Yeah, but
Like
I mean,
the old Twilight Zone with William Shatner, another wonderful Canadian.
have you ever slammed? But you know, if a plane slams into a jellyfish, I mean, it's gonna be like blah, 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 and it'll just throw jelly everywhere.
Well, okay. Honestly, you say that there have been several planes that have had mid-air collisions. The front ends of their noses are smashed in, or part of the wing taken off, and they don't know what hit it. You know, they're up at 30,000 foot. It's not a vulture or a big condor or something. Something hit these planes. What could it be?
Well, and they say that most of the jellyfish that live in the sky. Okay, so there's this whole like movement of the jellyfish sky people. They call them sky monsters, all that crap. Okay, that they're transparent. Just like some of the jellyfish that we see in the sea, they have a transparentness to them. So,
Well,
if somebody hits something that's transparent, I mean, you're not gonna fucking see it.
Right, it's kind of like an aberration where, like, you can only see it through certain lenses or, through certain light reflectancies, or it's like it hits a fabric or something that it's disturbing the energy of.
Right, and they say that that's what some of our sky anomalies are, when we have weird, like, glows or we have weird orb-like things and stuff like that. They say that, yes, there's alien in there, but that some of these jellyfish are just like the jellyfish that live in the sea, and they have that external glow to them.
Well, it's interesting to bring that up, because you guys are up in Washington. No, you guys are up in Washington. Maybe you've heard of this happening up there. I've heard of several instances, but it actually happened to me once. Came out of a friend's house in Ocean Shores, Washington, and there was this stuff all over the place. It was on his car. It was all over the driveway. It was like clear Jello.
You're right. You get that.
And it had fallen from the sky, and we're looking at it. What? We're poking with a stick. I yelled at him, "Don't touch that shit!" He was going to pick some up. I said, "No, you know what the hell that is." But it was all over and it's like a jellyfish exploded, and all the little blobs were everywhere, and it just slowly, over about 30 minutes, it all just kind of faded away and turned to nothing.
Right, it evaporated.
It's extra grease from the fake birds, people.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying, is I think that there are certain creatures up there that we've never really seen, we haven't discovered yet. And
it could have been jellyfish doo-doo.
Right? Or it could have been one of the fucking jellyfish itself. I mean, if they're falling...
Exactly. That's why we don't find them. Why don't we find a body? Well, because they dissolve.
Well, not only that, but if they're falling from that distance, okay, they're going to rip apart, they're going to dissolve, they're going to... by the time that they actually hit, all they're going to be is a pile of fucking goo.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird. This stuff was all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we have so many incidents of like ectoplasma or of like the Maury Island incident or something like that, where we just have this crap that just falls from the sky and we're like, ew, what the hell is this goo?
Well, the thing I would want to find out is how far north that goes.
Mm-hmm. Because we got pink goo too.
Yeah, but what if it's all byproduct from HARP?
HARP byproduct? But
maybe they designed HARP to shoot the things out of the sky.
Well, no, but like HARP's out of Alaska, right?
Yep.
And during some of their weather experiments, we had some pretty weird shit happen here in Washington. And it wasn't just Washington; it was all the way up through BC and Alaska, where snow didn't melt; it burned.
It was like the Northwest. The whole Northwest got that fucking weird plastic ass snow.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was weird. We put that shit in the fire and it burnt. It turned black. It wasn't.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
No, that shit was fucking weird.
Like, what if it's just byproduct from whatever they're doing?
I mean, it's a possibility too. You never know, man.
I would recognize that sound anyway.
I was trying to be a little more silent with it.
No, it was like loud. So you're supposed to talk about the gigi bird, Rick.
A giggity bird?
Yes. Well, there's not much on it. The
giggity.
Yes, the Gigi bird.
Oh, yeah.
Gigi bird.
Giggity.
According to what I've found, is a strange bird described by soldiers who were positioned in Alaska. As the bird flew over, it could be heard saying, Gigi, Jesus, it's cold. Okay, see. No, but it's in the wiki, so it's considered from the Tales of Lumberjack of North America from the 19th and early 20th centuries. So it does have some lore with our lumberjacks in this part of or more or less Alaska.
Well, do you think that there's still like pterosaurs and that kind of shit?
Just say
No, I'm
Jesus
sure they probably don't.
She got me. But no, but it's in the cryptid. It's there. It's considered something that's been referenced. So
it's possible there's still some big birds somewhere.
It could be something similar to the mockingbird. I mean, the mockingbird.
No, it doesn't say what size it is, so it could be any size bird.
Well,
so
we have large. Well,
it's just a fucking parrot that got free. Jesus.
It was just strange. So
I mean, we got Speller Jays here that imitate what they hear. We have ravens imitate what they hear.
Yeah.
Giant owl.
Giant owls that imitate what they hear.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think there's been too many sightings of huge-ass birds for there not to be some kind of huge-ass fucking bird still out there.
Right.
Pterodactyl.
Okay? I mean, we've had people that have said that they've seen their kids picked up and carried by huge-ass fucking birds.
That's the thing. Everyone doesn't realize those type of birds, most of them don't want to be in metropolitan areas. They don't want to be around people.
No, they're way up in the mountains and shit.
No, they're not.
What?
Friend, the areas that they were seen in before are normally small valleys and places like that. Friend, when they went through them, the people.
Yeah.
Friend, so they're forest animals. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, they went to fucking Brazil, guys.
Yeah.
The one place humans don't really exist yet.
The Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I will say, okay, people definitely misjudge how big birds are in the first place. Okay? Yeah. Because if you've ever actually seen a fucking eagle, like, up close, or if you've seen any, they are way fucking bigger than you think they would be. So if you are seeing something in the sky that from your reference point looks like it's 7 feet, how fucking big is that thing actually?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's terrifying.
Well, I've got vultures here. They're around all the time in this area.
Mm-hmm.
They're huge.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, they land in the tree. There's this one tree that they love right on the edge of the property. I can sit right where I am and watch them. And they love riding the currents.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked out one day and I looked up and said, okay, there's a bunch of vultures riding the currents. I'm looking at them, you can see the ones going up higher and higher and higher, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the one that was at the very top of this column was bigger than all the rest. I mean, the one at the very furthest away had to have been twice the size of the regular vultures.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like, what the hell is that?
Have you ever seen a fucking pelican? Okay? Pelicans are freaking huge. I mean, they can get a wingspan to 12 feet.
Really, Kayla, how big are swans?
Swans are pretty fucking big.
Are they?
Shut up.
Even when they're dead?
Shut up. Okay, I almost went to jail over a fucking swan once. Okay? Because I did not realize that in Washington State, when a swan hits... Okay, so we were living in Stanwood, and this swan flew into...
You killed a swan!
I did. This swan flew into the power line, and it fell in my front yard, and it was laying there, and it was totally suffering. So I fucking hit it with a brick, because that's what you do. It was gonna die anyways. I didn't want it to sit there for an hour screaming in pain. Right? And I was taking it out back to bury it, and this lady pulls up and starts freaking the fuck out on me, because I guess that if a swan dies in Washington, no matter what it dies of, you are not supposed to touch it, you are not supposed to be around it, and you have to call this special fucking hotline for them to come out.
Because they're drones.
And look at the bird and figure out its cause of death and all kinds of other shit. Because they're all ticketed and numbered, and they watch specific, like, fucking...
So what you're saying is swans aren't real.
I have no idea. That swan was fucking real.
Yeah,
I know
so
that.
were the other two that she
Freaking Men in Black
supposedly
coming after
didn't
you.
kill.
Right? Right?
Dude, okay, so the next time a swan... Okay, these fucking swans were everywhere, and they always hit the power lines, okay?
So you
It's
killed
terrible.
the last three in existence?
Shut up! So the
Really?
next time a swan hit the power line, I called the stupid hotline, and that fucking swan was half burnt, and it laid out there screaming and squawking for 3.5 fucking hours before the dude from the hotline got there. Okay? I think that that's cruel. I think that that's cruel as shit to make it suffer for that fucking long. That's insane. Just my thoughts.
Was it the Men in Black that showed up?
Actually, no, it was a sheriff and a fucking random lady in khaki shorts.
So when you ran over the squirrel with the lawn tractor, that wasn't cruel?
Okay, that was horrible. That was terrible. Terrible. Okay, dude, no, I was driving this little tractor, right, with a little wagon on the back of it, and there was a squirrel in front of me, and I'm like, move, squirrel, and I expect him to move because, you know, they always do. He just, like, laid there, and I ran over him with the tractor and the fucking wagon. I was like, oh, no! Poor squirrel! But, yeah. It was bad.
Are you back?
So when the animal rebellion starts, we'll just throw Kayla out in front of us so we have a chance to run.
Yep.
Dude, animals love me, man.
Animal zombies.
When birds attack.
Oh,
Okay, birds not so much. Birds fucking hate me. But other animals love me.
Yeah, how do your lovebirds go?
I don't want to fucking talk about it, okay?
it could be that like one of your ancestors did something to them, because you know some animals, some birds, they can remember. Like I think it's crows. They remember their ancestors. Like if your dad did something to their dad,
bitch
they will
shot me
remember
with
it.
a
They'll attack
slingshot.
you.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm
Right.
screwed. My dad's evil.
Right.
So crows are like
That's
the
why you're having that experience.
Oh, no.
I don't know, but her
Crows are
lovebirds
like
committed
the
suicide
shark
just to
in
get away
Charles
from
You
her.
gotta leave them gifts.
I don't want to invite birds here. They always die when they come here. Seriously, do you know how many fucking birds hit my window?
They really do.
They do, all the time. Like, I'll be out having a smoke, and I turn, and there's a bird, and it's like, whack! They'll die in the front yard all the time, dude. I got
even
birds
when I
dying
clean
around me all the time.
Windows at the house, I actually leave a little spritz in the middle so that they know it's not something they can go through.
No, it doesn't matter where the fuck I am either. Birds just die around me. And I think what it is that birds aren't real, and I admit an electromagnetic pulse.
Yep.
Or it could be that they're honoring you, giving you their feathers.
They're just gonna die for me?
It's a bird
I'm like,
sacrifice.
dude, I'm a fucking
animals
goddess.
do that. Yeah.
Bird goddess.
Yeah, you should have been like making a headdress all these years.
Right.
I remember sitting out in front of a Kentucky Fried Chicken one day, and I kept throwing pieces of chicken out the window for the seagulls to eat, and every time they'd eat one, I'd giggle.
Little cannibal.
Little cannibals.
How cannibal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up, dude.
That's like when I realized that we were feeding our pigs the breakfast frickin' slop from the local breakfast place. And I'm thinking, like, there's sausage and bacon in that freaking stuff. Like, are you kidding me?
That was your favorite part.
I didn't realize that.
I think Family Guy did one of their cutaway jokes about that sort of thing. So,
right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, God. But pigs will eat freaking anything. Pigs are nasty.
Yeah, obviously.
Good way to get rid of a body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking pig serial killer dude in Canada.
Eat the shoe.
Oh my god.
Well, I saw it.
Another famous Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. For the bad thing now. Shit, there was like 100 bodies in that pigville.
And someone, I can't remember. There's a show.
It was like Criminal Minds or something, dude.
Criminal Minds did an episode where they did with the pigs.
The pig man.
Too.
Yeah. It was I didn't know it was based on a Canadian, but yeah, I've seen
There's
the
a
episode.
show on CBC called Royal Canadian Air Force. And they did a commercial on him because there is this thing on CBC that they used to feature called Canadian Heritage Moments.
Oh, God.
And it would feature a famous person. And they did one on the pig farmer.
Are you kidding me?
And it showed a family eating bacon and pork chops for breakfast around the dinner table. And, it made me think because we ate a lot of bacon in our house.
And he was one of the major suppliers for a Canadian company that did a lot of fucking bacon.
Yeah, Maple Leaf Pork Products. He provided all of his pigs to them for sausages and bacon.
Yeah.
Is that the difference between regular bacon and Canadian bacon? Canadian bacon has people in it.
For the cannibal in you.
At no extra added cost.
Have some long pig. I want some long pig for breakfast. Jesus.
Oh, shit. So what are we talking about next week, Cole?
The pig king.
Flying pigs. Flying pigs.
When pigs fly.
When pigs fly. Mythic creature.
Flying pig. Oh my god. Oh no.
Guys, what would you like to talk about next week?
What?
How about your favorite cryptid that just doesn't exist?
So your favorite debunked cryptid?
Yeah,
Debunkered?
fake one.
Hey.
I was thinking like ley lines and power portals of like mysterious phenomenon.
Ooh.
Phenomenon.
Okay, so how about let's do cryptids?
Phenomena.
How about let's do fake cryptids next week? And then the week after we'll do ley lines and portals.
Ley lines and portals?
Okay.
And your favorite debunked cryptid? What are we doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I didn't hear you, man.
Well, the Gigi bird is right up there, so...
I was over here phenomenon with Harmony, man.
We will do fake cryptids next week.
Phenomena.
Okay.
Are you following?
Poor Nikki doesn't know what she missed out on tonight,
You got
so...
Fake cryptids next week.
Fake cryptids next week.
The week after, we're going to do ley lines and portals. You got this?
And Stargate.
Okay.
Stargates, yeah.
Stargates, ley lines, and portals
Oh,
next week. Got
okay.
it.
And the Borg.
So-
Okay.
Got to talk about the Borg.
Atlantis
We can't talk about the Borg.
And... Okay.
There's no rule against talking
You
about
can't
the Borg.
talk about the Borg.
You can't talk about Fight Club.
Oh.
You can talk about the
Oh.
Borg.
I always get the Borg and Fight Club mixed up. My bad.
Friend.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Oh no, we talk about Bruno. Fuck that guy. Friend. Little reclusive shithead.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's hilarious. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
You ruined his sister's wedding. How was that?
Did you know that on 12/31 this year it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah ha ha ha.
No, yeah, I saw that.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That was so
Holy
cute.
shit! I think that deserves
Anyway.
I know. Now it's stuck in my head too. I can't get it out.
Now you all have earworms.
Do we? Rick, what was that song?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right, homework for the week, guys. Everybody pick a day and you text that to Joe at least 4 times. That's your homework.
Okay, you know what? We just created the new Candyman. I don't like this. All you gotta do, all you gotta do is look in the mirror,
fake
man.
Cryptids, we talk about them, and then they'll manifest themselves.
No, all you gotta do is look in the mirror and say, pointy stick, pointy stick, pointy stick. He will appear.
I do that every morning.
Yeah, well, it's probably not very pointy anymore, is it?
Flying pointy stick, flying pointy stick, flying pointy stick.
I was pointing at the ceiling.
So on that note,
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm
On that
at a
note,
loss for words.
What the?
Friend.
You? Fuck, bud.
Right?
fuck, bud.
Fucking A.
What a great day. What a good show.
Oh,
It was a really good show. Really good show, guys.
fuck, bud. Really good show, bud.
Really good show.
Yeah, fuck, bud.
Now I'm gonna go cuddle with my puppers.
Wait, don't we have 10 minutes left in the show?
Oh, we fucking
Oh
do.
fuck, we do. Fuck, bud.
See you later, guys.
Fuck, bud, just give her. Come on, go for it.
Today's the 222 portal. So as we'll transition to like what we're going to talk about in 2 weeks.
Okay, hey.
Oh,
So,
shit.
whoa. Wait
What's
a
up?
minute.
What?
We forgot about the craziest flying cryptid of all, though.
Oh, which one?
Quetzalcoatl?
It was the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
No, that's next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one actually exists.
It does, man.
It's
There's
a
just
penis,
no purple
Eric.
people anymore for it to eat.
Rudolph,
Rudolph.
flying cryptid.
The wow wibble wazzle waddy wazzle woody woo. You ever heard of that?
Waffle woody woo.
Fuck.
Wow wibble wobble wazzle woody woo.
Wah with the waffle woody woo.
Harmony.
That was
So,
like Tim Noah.
I think last week you brought up train derailments.
Train derailments.
Yeah, and I saw the best conspiracy meme off of one of my conspiracy groups.
Jesus.
And it said, how the hell can we be in train derailment season already? I still have my spy balloon decorations up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I need some
damn.
new conspiracy theories because all mine came true.
Right.
Okay, I got one for you. The biggest conspiracy of all. The government's right about everything.
Government's here to help.
It's one of those conspiracies you really
would never
don't want to
harm
be
you.
involved with, but you can't help yourself.
They're on your side.
And
Uncle
they're here
Sam
to
wants
help.
you.
They truly just want to be your big brother.
Yes.
And the holding company.
Right?
Good. Yes, Big Brother in the holding company. Yeah. Janis Joplin, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
from Beaumont. My former father-in-law went to school with her and the former Cowboys head coach Jimmy Johnson, current Fox Sports broadcaster. So yeah, he used to say, yeah, she was a interesting girl. Smelled kind of funny most of the time.
Jesus
Like cannabis and chewy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's all you remember about her. None of the music. So no, she just hung out with kids nobody liked. And I was like, so she wasn't an asshole like you. So okay. So
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so I kind of get comments like that because, like, my mom and I were talking yesterday because it was her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama.
But
You only talk to your mom on her birthday?
I tried
Oh, he
to.
talks to him all the time.
No, he talks to his mom all the time.
say that with just a
Mama's
little
boy.
bit more of his disdain there, Kayla.
Yeah, they'll be here
He is a
once,
mama's boy.
Just because I talk to your mom more than you.
You do.
So, byline to this story, Kayla's mom posted something on Facebook a couple years ago that said, I bet you none of my kids can guess which one's my favorite child. And every one of them then said Cole.
They did. It was super fucked up. I was like, yeah, probably. Okay.
But no, we were talking because a few of my old classmates from high school have went into singing careers. And we were talking about one of them, and she was telling me how the guy she married might have only married her for a green card because he's from Argentina. And it's what a lot of people believe. I was telling my mom, I kind of believe that. I knew the girl in high school. That'd be the only reason to marry her.
Oh,
So,
wow. You
hey.
are a dick.
No, I'm not. She was a very nice lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
the worst
Right.
Canadian insult ever. What a nice
Very nice.
lady.
Bless your little heart.
Yeah, it's kind of like bless your
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
It is the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where, it means she was a stuck cunt.
Yeah. Hold.
Butterface.
No, because what that induces is everything was cool but her face. Nothing was cool, Harmony.
Hold.
No, she was an asshole.
Oh, okay.
She honestly, I was in choir with this girl, and she believed that her voice was above anyone else's. Friggin',
Oh, she was like that chick.
yeah, like
Oh.
some of the greatest singers in the world the Beatles could have walked into the room, and she'd still think she could do it better.
Was her name Justin Bieber?
No,
No, Miley Cyrus. Everybody gets those two mixed up.
there's actually Joe, there's your new conspiracy theory.
They're clones.
Are they the same people?
Are they the same people? Was Hannah Montana's wig just a way for him to get out of his shell?
Do they both have third nipples?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Right then.
I'll check.
On
You're gonna
Justin
type
or on
Justin
Miley?
Bieber, too?
I don't want to, but I'll look.
All right, and on that note, we are going to let you guys go. You have a great night. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, with our favorite fake cryptids.
It's this guy. Oh.
Eric is not a cryptid. He's just old.
They call him Bug Eye.
All right, good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.